Across to our Mumbai studios, where our editor-in-chief Arnab Goswami is joining us with Chitra Subramaniam, who actually was the first journalist to break open the Bofors case 31 years ago. Over to you.
Yeah, thanks very much. We were watching what was happening in Parliament here from our newsroom, and I'd like to ask Chitra how she feels about this, because personally, Chitra, I thought that the behavior of the Congress party was absolutely reprehensible. It appeared to me that they had come into Parliament having decided that they want to create a ruckus. I could see there that Rahul Gandhi was looking extremely nervous. He was sitting there and he was watching, and there was Madhav Rao Scindia to his left, and they were trying to find out what's going to happen in Parliament. First, I just want to tell our viewers what happened. In my view, they started by trying to put pressure. They wanted to divert on the issue of cow lynchings. When Meenakshi Lekhi stood up, and after that Nishikant Dubey again stood up, it appeared quite clear that the chants of Bofors were loud there in Parliament from early in the morning. Realizing that the situation had gone out of hand, the Congress leaders then decided to storm the well of the House, and then started throwing some papers around. I mean, at that point of time, I can only describe this in one word, Chitra. This was an absolutely desperate Congress party. Rahul Gandhi had no answer. At some point of time, within a few minutes of all of this happening in Parliament, Rahul Gandhi suddenly disappeared from Parliament, so you didn't really know what was happening. Chitra, watching this, what did you think?
I just think it's appalling that you just, you have nothing to say and then you throw the papers flying at the Speaker of the House. Where is the decorum? There's a way to protest. If you have a problem, you don't throw papers. Yeah. The next thing they'll do is throw shoes and slippers. But for me, the moment of goosebump moment for me came when Meenakshi Lekhi said, open the boxes.
Open the boxes,
And
exactly.
To me, that is where we have to focus, because those boxes have answers. And in the afternoon, we'll be speaking about them later today. That, to me, there's no going back. We have to keep our focus and not get distracted by these throwing the papers or raising ruckus.
Absolutely.
Yes, it's important that what's the temple of democracy
Absolutely.
has been desecrated by people who have no respect for it.
Yeah, I mean, and if you had to reply, I mean, if the Congress party really wanted to give a counter to it, then all the Congress party really needed to have done was stand up and give one narrative. They didn't even stand up and say that the matter was dated. Obviously, it was appearing that they were coming from a perspective of having a very deep, guilty conscience. It was almost as if they somehow wanted to distract attention. They didn't want to counter it. Countering is one thing. Distracting is completely another.
They do not have any arguments to counter. This has been their problem since the 1980s. It's always been distract, distract, distract. But now I think it's gone much beyond. It's gone much beyond because we as journalists are telling them something very specific. Here are the boxes you've got from Switzerland, open them.
Yeah.
And they cannot say don't open the boxes.
Yeah.
That would be admission of guilt.
Right.